Hello and welcome to this week's Picture to Page update. I'm Michelle Brown. I'm the Creative Director here at From Picture to Page and Beyond, and it's your scrapbooking, Papercrafts and mixed media art craft show, where we like to be able to see the latest products, come and see them in real life, touch them, have a look at our demonstrations from our talented crafters, and of course come and play and touch the products. It might be with a mini class, it might be with a make and take, or it might be just watching our crafters do their demonstrations. And of course, come and buy your latest craft supplies. And that's what we're all about here at Picture to Page Scrapbooking, Papercrafts and Mixed Media Art Show. And welcome to this week's update. Firstly, I would like to welcome all of our new crafters to our Facebook community. We've had a huge amount of growth over the last few weeks as we spread the word about our Pakenham show, which is coming up in May. We've had lots of new crafters join our community, get a sense of what's going on, starting to share what they're looking forward to, and it really is a great place where we can share what's going on, ask questions, get some answers, and of course plug you into our local retailers to help grow our thriving crafting industry. Now, our update for this week, it's been really busy over here at Picture to Page headquarters. Firstly, we went down to Geelong last week to look at the Vine Roads Community Centre. Now, the Geelong show is going to be on the 22nd and 23rd of July. And it is a really lovely venue. It's got fantastic facilities, it's got lots of free parking, it's got air conditioning and heating, and who knows what kind of weather we'll be getting in Melbourne by July, so we're making sure we've got all contingencies covered. We're working with the retailers to make sure we bring you a really good range of scrapbooking, papercrafts, and of course mixed media supplies as well. So we want to make sure that we've got a really good offering to the community in that neck of the woods. And of course we've got Pakenham, and that's only 5 weeks away. That's on the 6th and the 7th of May at the Geeling Cultural Centre. Now I want to let you know that the 6th and 7th of May is not Mother's Day. Mother's Day is the following week. We of course took that into consideration when we booked the show for 2017. So the Pakenham show at the Geeling Cultural Centre on the 6th and 7th of May is not on Mother's Day. So don't panic everyone, we'll be fine. We're making sure we're working around that. Now, our retailer list has almost been finalised. It'll be sorted out this week, and then we'll begin to share with you what the retailers are planning for their make and takes, for their mini classes, for their demonstrations, which new products they've been able to get their hands on, because quite often it takes a while for the products to flow down from the US out to Australia, and so the May show is the absolute best place to get your hands on those new products. Come and see the new colours. Again, there's one thing about seeing it online and watching YouTube, but there's another thing about being there, seeing it in real life, having a go yourself, and being able to ask questions in real time. So we'll certainly be bringing those details to you soon. So inspiration for this week, because of course we can't leave without having some crafty inspiration, is I'd like you to do a stock take and get prepared for the next few craft shows. In preparation, I'd like you to go through and see what you've already got, get a sense of what colours you've got, so it helps you make some really good choices when you're at the show, because sometimes it can be really overwhelming. So have a look through the products you've already got, what colours you've got, what kind of projects you've been working on. So then you'll be able to make some really good decisions about whether these colours or these products will fit in with what you're currently doing. Now also, as you're going through that, get things out and have a play. How often do we buy things and then put them away and kind of forget about them? All excited during the show and then forget about them afterwards. Now at the Picture to Page Scrapbooking and Papercraft show, we don't want to hear that. We want to hear that you've come to the show, you've talked to our retailers, you've had a go at the products, you've taken them home and you've used them. They're not there to be stored forever. We're not leaving them as an inheritance to our kids. We're using them. Our paints and our markers and all the crayons don't last forever. They need to be used, and we've spent so much time choosing them, so much money on them. We want to make sure we put them to good use. And again, that's our therapy, isn't it? Spending time playing with our crafting products. So once you've had a good look through what you've got, get them out, and again, consider if you've got things that you haven't used before, give them a go, and if you're having any trouble, come back and talk to the retailers and ask them some questions. Have you got a misty that you haven't had a chance to use? That will give it a go, and then come back and talk to Leslie about the best way to get good use out of those products that you've bought. Again, if you've got a die that you've bought from one of our retailers and having trouble, have a go at it, come back and talk to the retailers about the way. They'll have some tips and tricks about the ways that you can get the best use out of your dies. And of course, we've seen recently a paper experience show us how we can use some of those dies in different ways. So again, putting our investment to really good use. Now, for those of you that know me, I am an avid paper craft as well as a mixed media artist. So what I've been doing lately is I have got a whole heap of jelly prints that we collect over the different shows and make, and I have pages and pages and pages of this lovely paper. So what I've been doing is getting out some of my trusty punches. Here's one of my favourite little hexagon ones, and turning my jelly prints into really cool little stickers. So I've got some squares, I've got some hexagons, and of course a really good range of circles that I can then use and have at hand whenever I need. So what I've been doing in my art journal is, now this page isn't quite finished, but you can see it's got a bit of a wash in the background. Then here are some of the stickers. These shapes I cut out with my brother's Scandi cut. These are the ones with that very hexagon punch that I just showed you. Stuck it into my art journal with a bit of washi tape, and then it will be ready to go to add some journaling, perhaps a sketch or two. And I find it's just a really fun way to use up those jelly prints, as well as, keeping me out of trouble when perhaps I haven't got a lot of time to do a large page, but a chance to turn those stickers, the gel prints into stickers and use them wisely. So that's what I've been doing over the last few weeks. No more printing any more papers. I'm going to use up the papers that I've got. So let me just adjust my notes. Thanks for being part of our community, of course, and it's great to see so many of you jumping on live. And again, we'll make sure this link's available so you can watch it down the track. So firstly, make sure you're part of our mailing list. Being part of our Facebook group certainly is a great part of the community, but also there are some things that we only share via email. That includes discount entry codes, as well as the to-do lists, and you'll be the first to know when the retailers' lists are released for the next Pakenham show. So if you want to join our mailing list and you're here on Facebook, click on our name up there in the blue, the Picture to Page and Beyond. Click on the blue Sign Up Here form, scroll down to the bottom, enter your name and your email address, and you're there ready for the very next email. It's easily done. Now, if you're watching this via another platform and not Facebook, you can go to our website, which is FromPictureToPageAndBeyond.com.au. Again, scroll down to the bottom, find that sign-in box, enter your name and your email address, and you're on our mailing list. And that's just for sharing information about our community, your discount entry vouchers, letting you know what the retailers are up to, and of course, growing the crafting community. And of course, we would love to hear from you as part of our craft community. What are you looking forward to at the Geelong and Pakenham shows? Is it catching up on the latest products and seeing how they can be used? Is it catching up with friends? Or are you looking forward to talking to the retailers and getting some help with your new projects? So we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you're looking forward to at the shows. So that's it for this week's update. Things to remember is that we've got the Pakenham show, which is May 6th and 7th at the Cardinia Cultural Centre. We've got the Geelong show on July the 22nd and 23rd at the Vines Road Community Centres. Now, if you have trouble finding any of these, go to our website, click on the show icon, and that'll give you all the instructions and all the details for the upcoming shows. We want to make it as easy for you to get there. It'll tell you how to get there by driving. It'll, of course, include some information about public transport. So I hope you've enjoyed the inspiration for the week. Go and have a look around what you've got, do a stock take, play with things that you've bought before. So if you've got any questions, you can come to the Pakenham show and talk to the retailers and make sure that you're getting the best use out of your money and the products that you've bought. So it's Michelle Brown here signing off from picturetopage.com.au, and thanks for being part of our community.